First I'd like to tell you a little bit about myself. I walked through the valley of the shadow of death all my life, and I'm still here. And I was put in a place in a dark cave, and I didn't see any light. And then one day somebody showed me some love and some understanding, and I started to change. And I found out it was not about learning, waiting for the storm to pass. It was about learning to dance in the rain.
Yeah.
I found out that even perfect people buy pencils with erasers on them. See, my past does not dictate who I am at the present. It only shows my experience and my growth and what I went through in order to make me the person that I am today that is standing right here.
That's right.
And everyone has a potential for greatness because we all have a gift. And if you take that gift and it looks up in the sky and it sees a star, this will figure out how to get there. If you don't believe me, if you think that you doubt it, go to Google and Google the brain. It will tell you specifically it has no limit to what it can do. What I learned was anything that I put action behind will manifest. And that's the gift that the child has. That's the gift that you have. That's the gift that you have. I can change my circumstance or my destiny anytime that I choose. It's a gift that's within everyone. I can find 1,000 reasons why I can't do something, but all I need is one why I can, and there is nothing that I cannot do.
Yeah.
Nothing. And everyone has that gift. First I had to accept that my life was unmanageable. See, I couldn't tell you that, but others could see that. And everyone was like, what's wrong with you? Why can't you see what you're doing? You're destroying yourself. Well, that's the reality when you put a chemical in your body that I can see what you do, but I can't see what I do. And it takes someone else that I can hear. Because people would talk to me, but I couldn't hear you. That was my reality. One day I found somebody I could hear. Then I came to believe that a power greater than myself could restore me to sanity.
Yeah.
But see, you couldn't understand it for me. I had to.
That's right.
Because I had to communicate with someone who I could hear. And that's the circumstances of the people that I deal with on a daily basis. Sometimes they can't hear you. And we can't understand, why can't you hear me? Why can't you see? Because it takes someone who they are not familiar with to reach them. So please do not limit their access to people. And my greatest problem in the world was letting someone help me. I was too proud. I wanted to show you I was strong. But see, in reality, my actions showed that I was weak, that I was lost. My friend Brandon Kuchera and his family, the day they came into my life, they made my life better because they treat me with kindness, respect, and understanding. See, I deal with a power greater than myself that says, hey, if you make a mistake, here, it's okay. Just get up and dust yourself off.
Yeah, every
Just
day.
dust yourself off. It's going to be okay. So, if someone has someone in trouble or you have a family member, I offer my services. I'll leave my phone number and I will go communicate with them. Because, see, I believe that the 1,000 reasons, all I need is one where I can, and there's nothing I can't do. See, I have a power greater than myself that says he will take one person and make him 100.
Yeah.
Okay? So, letting someone help me is my greatest liability. So, accept help from all. Network with all. Because, see, The only one that can communicate with somebody who is in a hopeless mind of state and body. Because that's what it does to us. It takes us chemically and it makes us blind to our own actions, to where it becomes so first seeming that we think it's good. You can't convince me I'm wrong. I don't see any wrong. I'm not hurting anyone. This is what we hear. I'm only doing it to myself. But in reality, I'm hurting everyone who ever cared about me. I'm destroying them, but I can't see it. I have a video commercial that me and Mike Hahn got together and shot. It's called The Walk for Humanity. It's based on a study by Dr. Emoto on water. He wanted to see if thought or consciousness could affect water. Not something hitting it, but just the thought or intent. So what he did, he took water from the Irisuji Dam in Japan. Okay? He took that water and he put it under a high field microscope. And it looked horrific. It was yellow and red. It's in our documentary video. So then he took that same water and he had it blessed by a Buddhist monk. And he put that under there. It was absolutely beautiful. Okay, so he took it further. He took a bottle of distilled water, 2 of them. He did nothing to one, and he taped the word thank you on one. And it looks more beautiful than a snowflake. And the one that nothing was done to, it looked like it was just nothing. So he took it further. And one of them is called the Chi of Love. So if thought or consciousness can do that to water, not a word, not an action, we are made up of 90% water.
That's right.
So if I have bad intentions towards you, I'm hurting you. You can go to Carlton Brown Foundation, Walk for Humanity on Facebook. It's called Worldwide Organization. People from around the world. It's been started in Nigeria. It's starting in Qatar, in the Arab Emirates. We're starting it in New York and California, and I'm doing it via social network. I want to end you here with another thing. I want everyone to look. See, one day I was sitting in a gated fence, and I was in a hopeless state of mind and body. And I was looking all around me, and I'm seeing like, I'm around these people and everybody's got their life together and they're doing the right things. And I'm like, what am I doing wrong? I mean, I'm just so miserable and I hate everything. And on the inside I was hurting. So I looked at a tree. Can everybody look at that tree? I looked at that tree. And that tree doesn't look like it wants for anything. It's not worried about a bill. Okay? It's not worried about where it's going to provide for itself and get food. All that tree does, I thought for about a week. All that tree does is the next right thing in front of it. And everything it ever needs will be provided for it. So I thought to myself, I said, if I model myself like that tree, what will happen to it? It was a thought for self. I mean, will I bloom like that tree? If I do the next right thing in front of me, and whatever source takes care of that tree, if I let him take care of the rest, what will happen to me on the inside? Because it's not about the out. What will happen right here? What will happen right here? And I was like, what do I have to lose? I've tried everything else. Okay? I mean, I've tried. I've had my own business. I've gotten married. I have developed hobbies. And I'm negative towards everybody. I don't like this. I don't like that. Nothing's good enough for me. I didn't know how to treat my significant other because I didn't even know how to treat myself. So I kept doing it and doing it. The result was I became the vice president of a non-for-profit corporation called Human Excellence and Economic Development. But the thing was that I had to consistently, even to this day, just do the next right thing in front of me. And I do so much in the community. I'm going to sound like I'm preaching here now.
It's all right. Preach on.
People are like, how do you multitask? So what I do is I organize the Walk for Humanity. I'm organizing 4 other events. I help promote with him. I run a worldwide organization. I work for Ohio United, making very good money. I'm also on the committee for the Friends of the African Union, which we're developing a headquarters. We're going to have a TV show. I do TV shows, radio station broadcasts. I do motivational speaking around the community in youth centers, substance abuse centers, and anywhere that anyone will have me. I do the Walk for Humanity every 3rd week of the month for the rest of the year. I'm organizing the silver anniversary for the handicap next year. We're going to have the mayor come in and do a proclamation speech. I meet with councilmen 3 or 4 times a week. I'm permitted to go into the mayor's office anytime I want to, anywhere in City Hall. I don't even have to have a badge. And this is the guy who done walked through the valley of the shadow of death, who everyone that ever came in contact with me said, that guy's no good. Right? So, I stand on that. It's not about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about learning to dance in the rain.
That's right.
The greatest lesson that I have ever learned was to let someone help me. I don't care what you look like, feel, think, or believe. If you got some information that'll make me a better person, I want it. I want it. Like I said, my name is Carlton Brown. I will give anyone my phone number. If you have a family member out there in the streets, I don't have no fear. I have a power greater than myself that made me 100.
Yeah.
I'm an army by myself.
Right.
I will walk in there. I will talk to you. I don't care if your whole body's wrapped in gold. I got something to say. So, use your assets. I offered that service to another lady. She hasn't contacted me yet, but she had a daughter. And, I've seen a lot of people die from addiction. Heroin. I shot a commercial with Mr. Roseanne, and I told a story about when heroin came into our community in Lexington, Kentucky. They gave it away free. That's how they get your kids hooked. Here, try this, snort this. That. And then the next thing you know, because it's physical. And what I learned in Atlanta was that heroin, it connects to the melanin in your blood, to your gene, right? And it's so physical and anatomy wise, it is very difficult. And it's not about failure, because everybody's going to make mistakes. Everybody. It's about how when he says, okay, you made a mistake, now get up, dust yourself off, and come back. I'm like her. I went into relapse so many times I didn't know what to do. I gave up on myself. I didn't have to say that. If you ask me, say, how you doing? I say, hey, I'm doing great. I'm doing wonderful. But my actions said I was lost. And all I needed was some love, some kindness, and some acceptance. And I need somebody who understood. Because understanding heals wounds. My name's Carlton Brown. And I hope everyone has an excellent day. And I will continue to pray for everyone here and send positive energy your way. And please do that for me.
All right. Yeah.
What unchained praises means, it means